performed in years, so this is the first time I'm doing it. This was a poem that I wrote. I was thinking about the contradictions that women have to live in and the whole virgin and whore complex. So, the Immaculate Conception, a contradeception, a contradiction in terms. And Mary, well, she must have been pretty inept at the concept of what a virgin was. But it's this myth that feeds into the image of a woman as a virgin or a whore, choosing to ignore the complex fibres of our being. But I've got enough grey matter to know there's grey areas. They say, only God can judge me. But if I was to believe everything that I read, then he impregnated a girl when she was 14. So from where I'm standing, he ain't got a leg. So I'm not going to let you assign or align me to any deity. And I'm not going to let you confine or define my femininity. Because I'll never be able to combine that divine duality and promiscuity. It's probably measured differently for you and me. Because men can suppress but caress, tell me to put on that short dress, to show some flesh, to push out my chest, no protest, and by that church still be blessed, but I don't stress. Because I know we only oppress those we're afraid of. And we may have fought for the vote, but we're still fighting for the voice and the right to make the choice about our bodies and our beds and who we share them with. So I'll speak the reality. Being true to my virility is not a reflection on my morality, and the two shouldn't be irrevocably tied. So you can call me what you want, because I'm a big girl and I can take it, and if I'm lying in that bed, well then I made it. But I have an issue when you choose to use those words about impressionable girls who will have their whole world turned upside down by the sound of slut, slag, slapper, whore, hussy, harlot, Jezebel, sket. Hold up. Where's the male equivalent? What? Like they're so innocent? Because it's a sexual double standard which is handed down from man to man, controlling what we can and can't do, and fed into by other women when you throw around those titles. And I've heard about reclaiming the word, but I don't wish to reclaim nothing that I don't want to own. And you can call me naive, but I truly believe that I can inhabit my own sexuality without references to words used to repress me. So I'll politely request that you disable any verbal ammunition you're bringing to the table, and realise that your need to label is a symptom of a sickness of a system that doesn't respect you. And I don't claim to be a saint, and I don't aim to be. Saints who were canonised and recognised through biased eyes and pious lies, who were human before they were holy. And I could tell you about the debauchery of St. Augustine or the hypocrisy of St. Louis and his rivers of blood, but instead I'll put a question to you. Why do you choose to judge me by a standard set by a state who think child rape is okay? Or who until recently were led by a dude who was in the Nazi youth, and that's the truth? See, I've heard that it's all just light and shade, and it's living in the grey areas that is where life is made. And before I leave you with things to ponder upon, I hope what you take this all to mean is that before you point your fingers, you should make sure your hands are clean. Ooh.